You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com, where I, the world's only professional asshole and America's older brother, the only older brother that you all desperately need because your dads were fucking worthless. I've actually taken single moms and broken homes and divorce, because women always file for divorce because nothing's perfect. Generally speaking, logically, you would say, okay, we're going to blame single moms. But boy, dads really didn't come up to bat, did they either? A lot of dads out there are douchebags. I'm holding men to a higher standard now, where it's like, hey, I don't give a shit what the hell's happening with your life. You didn't raise your fucking son. Oh, because you're a pussy. I'm a pussy, P-U-S-S-Y, not going to raise my son because I don't know why. Yeah, you guys have an obligation to raise your kids. So let's hold the men up to a little bit. That's not what we're here for today. We have a question that has nothing to do with my hatred for dysfunctional and absent fathers. Dear Mr. Celery, let's get this up a little bit so I can hear myself. There we go. My wife and I need your advice. I'm 40. She's 38. I work as an engineer. Let's just call you that. I don't want to identify you. And she works as a registered nurse. Through hard work, we have amassed a net worth of $2 million. $1 million in retirement accounts, $1 million outside of retirement accounts. If I quit my job, would also give me a small pension of $6,000 a year. No kids and don't plan on having any. You won. Good night. And you're retired. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. We enjoy hiking, but live in a large city in Texas, where it's extremely hot and humid most of the year with no hiking options. Yeah, it's true. There's not a lot out there. We like Colorado, but it's getting a bit too liberal for us. So we are considering South Carolina, North Carolina, or Tennessee in order to be close to the Smoky Mountains to scratch our hiking itch and take advantage of the much lower property taxes. I didn't know Tennessee had lower property taxes out there. I guess, yeah, Texas does. They don't have an income. Look, intellectually honest. If there's no income tax, they got to make up the money somewhere. And you're going to pay some high property taxes over in Texas too, by the way. I'm just talking to the superior people who make a lot of money. Like, you're a high incomer, go to Texas. Fuck New York and fuck California. Fuck Newsom right in his fucking ass. He probably likes it because of San Francisco and everything. My wife's job is discussing requiring vaccinations before full FDA approval, which she's not willing to do. My job said it won't, so I could continue to milk it for a while longer if needed, even though I'm burned out. My job is union, so there are certain perks. However, there is a mandatory overtime that can and does happen on any day I'm scheduled. Yeah, but okay, look. Would you rather have overtime or no job at all? You all forgot the Great Recession, didn't you? Like, where you were desperate to have work. Okay, you got work. It is way better. The only thing, Chris Beckla, the only thing worse than having a job is having no job at all. So you just shut the fuck up. You take your money. You keep working your overtime. This is very draining and frustrating because my life is constantly being interrupted. Well, you don't have kids. Another thing, don't get soft, right? I'm always aware that I don't have kids because I watch my nieces and nephews and what taxing they do to their parents. Like, holy crap. Don't ever forget how good you got it. Never be unappreciative. You and your wife are sitting on $2 million. You're both professionals. You're both employed. Like, oh, but the work kind of sucks. Yeah, it does. Yeah, okay. Maybe you take a needle in the arm or a dick up your ass. Shut the fuck up and be happy. You're not even 40. Wait, are you 40? You're 40. Your wife isn't even yet 40. You're fine. We'll be paying for a house cash in the range of $250,000 to $300,000. We guesstimate that we need $52,000 a year adjusted for inflation annually to maintain our current standard of living. We do not eat out often. My wife generally cooks and meals preps. Does she have a sister? We enjoy nature and spending time together. If you were in my shoes, how much longer would you continue to work? Do we have enough to retire? Then I asked you, What in God's name do you have against the West? Because the Smoky Mountains aren't mountains. They're hills. All right. They're hills. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's 5,000 feet. Ooh, look out. I asked, what kind of lifestyle do you and the missus want? And you said, okay, we love the West and would love to go there. Vegas is too hot. Colorado is too expensive and too liberal. Understand? Utah is pretty expensive too. That's true. Somewhere around the Smokies just seemed like a good home base, and we could still visit the West frequently. As far as lifestyle, we just want to hike, work out, enjoy movies, pay as little taxes as we can, while getting some of those sweet government handouts such as free Obamacare and stimulus money. We have no major goals other than hiking and oh man, you guys are awesome. Hiking and traveling across the United States till our knees give out. Video response. Okay. Even though the Smoky Mountains are not really mountains, they are hills. They're a little aberration. There's a little pop-up in the plains. Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah. I don't know if you're ready for retirement at $52,000 a year. I thought I asked somebody else. Hang on, let's do you got 2 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and divide by 52,000. 1, 2, 3. So that's 38 years without any capital gains. Yeah. Yeah, I think you guys got enough. You have FU money. Yeah. And I'm also going to assume that, like, if you guys were to move to Tennessee, you guys wouldn't not work. There'd be like, because you're only 40, she's 38. So there's going to be some work. You trust me, dude. You can't just retire. No one listening to my channel can retire. We're not that type of people. We're not inferior people. You will find something to do and make a little bit of money. But yeah, 2 million, that's more than enough to retire. Especially at a somewhat high level of standard of living at $52,000 a year. What are you going to spend? I mean, you're not going to have, you're paying cash for your house. So I think maybe you did some math wrong on your living expenses, because if you don't have to pay rent and you're just paying cash for a house, and with insurance and taxes, I have a feeling it's not 52,000. I don't spend 52,000 on myself. Yeah, but you got 40 years basically without capital gains to cover your ass. So I think, with capital gains, obviously, because money printer go burr. Yeah, you guys you can leave anytime you want. Yeah, I give you the blessing of Aaron Clary to go forth with the green light and do the thing that you want to do in Tennessee and hike in the inferior mountains of the Smoky Mountains. I would recommend Knoxville. I really like Knoxville. That's because I was hanging out with Dr. Glenn and Dr. Helen of pjmedia.com. Good people. Colorado, Smokies, blah, blah, blah. Just reading through your stuff again. Yeah, you guys, your real issue is not whether you're financially prepared for retirement. You are. You guys have miraculously, that's a Herculean effort that you guys have saved up $2 million. You're both professionals. Maybe just work a little bit more in Texas, make your money, get your overtime, so you can, I don't know, buy the house for pure cash, but you're already doing that. I think a better expenditure of your resources, meaning time, would be to go to Tennessee, Knoxville. You can live in Nashville if you want. I don't care. Or Memphis. I don't care. But yeah, go look for a house. That's your next step. And that's going to be the best use of your time, is finding out the house that you want. Talk to the wife. Now, let me explain something about wives. I got to explain something about wives. Maybe not your wife, but pretty much all women they will actually hem and haw about the details of, like, well, what kind of handles do I want on the faucets? What kind of doorknobs do I want? All right. Don't let her bother you with that shit. Okay. You go in, you look at it. This is a nice house. This is we got this, we got that. And when she complains about the color of the cabinets or whatever, you can ignore her. All right. Just like, okay, thank you. Stop talking now. All right. And just look like good solid foundation. Yeah, some pump down here. Okay, looks nice. So when you're going out there, make sure you get the right house. I think that would be the number one thing, like your choke point. Like, you really got to choose the right house. So spend some time going out there and looking at a lot of houses. Maybe the first day you find the house that's your dream. I'm just unlikely, but possible. But that is your finances are impeccable. You have no kids. It's not like you got a great wife who kicks ass and has a real job. So yeah, I would go to Tennessee, but find the right house so it doesn't cost you any time or money. I don't like the way the garage looks. Shut up. Shut up. Get the house that you want. Boom. You're set. You're done. Yeah. All right. There we go. Glad I answered to that. All right. Super chats. Wow. North Korea, $10. Just when I thought communications was the most worthless major, my friend told me about a party and event planning degree. They have it Bowling Green. I hope oh God, hang on. All right. I have a client. Bowling Green University. I have a client that wants me to rant against something. That sounds very rantable right now. So, all right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. See you guys later, toodles.